Welcome back to Down with the Get Down. It's your boy Romel.
And your boy Derek.
Appreciate y'all coming through. This is for the third installment of our recording session. If you guys are stuck with us this go round, we're trying to get some more content out, and we do have a familiar voice. If you guys have stuck with the past two episodes of that we've just dropped recently, we have our boy Preston coming back, coming back. How you feeling? How you living, brother?
I'm feeling good. We living even better, and I'm back again for another episode. Shit, it's the down with the get down. So get motherfucking down or lay motherfucking
Hey,
down. Hey,
you know the vibes, bro. You know the vibes. My boy, I don't know if I mentioned this one in the last one, but I know I mentioned it off cam for sure. Um Preston is our number one commenter, y'all. And we really do appreciate him coming through and
Number
being
one, day one
being
supporter.
day one, literally day one, before we even started. Before we even
hey.
started, and
You
still
gotta
supporting to
support.
this day. We still here. So we do appreciate your brother coming through. And
Of
we can
course,
go.
man.
Yes. And let's go ahead and hop in, Derek, if you want to kick it off as far as there's been information as far as the TikTok bans going on.
Yeah, so they be trying to ban TikTok. I mean, they were trying to do this I believe last year before, something like that. Because they think TikTok is ran by China and they're getting our information and all that stuff. Even
China.
though they can't prove it. So I don't really know where they got all that information from. Uh, but it's kind of weird because I mean, Facebook gets our information too. So I mean, should they ban Facebook?
No, because
Mm.
it's American. I just-
Well, I mean, that's the thing, right? Because they're trying to use it, and then they're probably going to try to make it for America so that they can also look at our information, um, and like tax it and stuff like that. Honestly, I
Mm,
really think it's just because so many people are becoming, rich and stuff like that, off of TikTok. TikTok really is like, oh damn, we failed. TikTok
we
really has
failed.
helped people that like launch their careers in like whatever they were trying to do, like streaming
Hmm.
wise or content wise and stuff like that, like the Keith Lees of the world and things of that nature. All that is through TikTok. So
Hmm.
I think they're like, we can't make money from people doing this, so let's ban it so we can use it and then make money off those people. The American way.
The American way. It's the American dream. I mean, as far as them really trying to like take it down, they've been trying to do this for a while. So it's kind of like you should really just hang it. I feel like just let it thrive. At this point, it's too much. It's too big of a platform. It's too much of an influence. It's TikTok is hitting harder than the best thing since sliced bread. So I don't know. Like TikTok is like YouTube on steroids.
Yeah, I mean, like there are literally people that get all of their information off of TikTok and not the news and stuff like that. So, um,
I
I
literally use
mean,
TikTok as a search engine sometimes. Like it's literally used as a
yeah,
search engine.
sometimes you find the stuff on there a lot easier than you do like other places because TikTok has it first. You can read it again.
Okay.
I'm not gonna hold you. Like even with TikTok just being a thing, like, I never saw it as a thing that was bigger than YouTube. I didn't know so many people were just going to this app because I'm like, in my mind, I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, it's just fucking teenagers dancing on this shit and copying other people's dances. What's the big fucking deal? Apparently, apparently, everybody's been using this shit, and I'm like, is it because they have such short attention spans for shit that's actually on YouTube, or is it just like, are they getting information that's actually hidden on shit? Like I never really know. I don't have TikTok, so for me, just I'm from the outside looking in. I'm like, fuck TikTok. What's the appeal? Like, come
I
on.
don't
I
understand this
mean,
bullshit.
I
I'm
mean,
a
shit,
I'm an elder. I'm a boomer on this internet, I guess now. I'm like, give me my YouTubes, god damn it.
Give
What's
me,
wrong with that?
I need to get
I
back to
mean,
the
shit.
basics.
Even with that, they changed a lot of different things about TikTok. So people can go live on TikTok. So a lot of people do that. They'll do dual live. So they'll have a Twitch up, and then they'll also stream from TikTok. They have like what is it? They have like 10-minute videos now that you can watch. Um, Literally, there's some motherfuckers on there that play movies. That's how I saw Into the Spider-Verse like 10 times without having to pay
Mhm.
for it.
What?
Yeah, they'll set it up and then you can just watch it off of TikTok. So some people will pay for stuff like that. There's multiple different things you can do. So I mean, yeah, it started out as just a dancing app, and it grew rapidly from there, and it's no longer just a shitty little dancing app. I mean, obviously people still dance on that shit, but
Yeah, people
it's
still do
not what
shit
it's
little
for.
dances.
Like
Yeah, I
and
mean,
and the
because
and the
like
NPC
honestly,
people, like what's up with
yeah,
that? Like I know they're
that's
there
not
as
a
well.
that's not really a thing anymore. I mean, there are some people that still do it, but it's not like a huge thing. I mean, like you got to think about it, it's a more successful Vine, so like
Hmm.
it's just kind of like that. Um, and then you have uh, the one thing I do like about it too is because it goes based off of like an algorithm. The majority of my shit is just like certain political shit, a whole shit ton of anime and video game and comic book stuff. So like
Yeah,
I don't really get like a lot of that other shit that some people get. And like depending on what you look at will primarily be what you see on there. Unless you just go to like the open part of it. So like you rarely have to just sit through bullshit. The majority of it is stuff that you're interested
yeah. When you first download it, you do have to sift through the bullshit, but then once they figure out what you like, and then your phone's always listening. So so the
in.
minute so
Yeah.
the minute they hear, oh, you're talking about anime, you're talking about video games, we're talking about Helldivers earlier, like anything that you're mentioning, all of a sudden you'll start seeing it. Like I remember I have a conversation at work with one of my homies. Next thing you know, me and my coworker discussing Avatar Last Airbender. Next thing you know, I'm seeing Avatar Last Airbender on my For You page. It's
Mhm.
just like it's the same thing
And
as like Instagram Explore page. And more the you talk about it or they see that you search it up, it starts getting more fine tuned to what you like. So then no your For You page and next person For You page will not look the same.
That's the
yeah,
thing.
You
and
and your girls might, because I know me and mine for some reason when we scroll down, I've already seen that. And then me and Derek, similar situation. He'll send me a video I've already seen, or we'll
mm,
catch each other doing that a lot of times.
yeah. I mean, honestly, it's just a shorter version of watching YouTube. You don't have to really sift through all of the other stuff, and it's I don't know. You find a lot of there's a lot of cool people that are on TikTok as well. If you go listen to like lives and things of that nature, there are a lot of people that have pretty cool little communities and stuff like that to be a part of and things of that nature.
Hmm. So it's
Mhm.
like I won't say it's like a more streamlined YouTube, but like it remind from the way you describe it, I'm thinking about like a Twitter feed or like a Tumblr feed, but with videos. And I don't know. It's like a hybrid between YouTube and like Twitter almost. I'm
Uh,
thinking.
think of it more like a hybrid between like YouTube and Vine.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's probably a more
I
accurate
miss
description.
Yeah,
I miss
yeah. I
Vine.
say YouTube, yeah, YouTube and Vine because some of the
And a
Vine,
bit
some of
of
the
Twitch, a bit of
yeah,
Twitch
because
because
now that
people live stream on
you can
there.
go live stream now.
Okay. So it's just taking the best. Okay, so TikTok is just known for the short form shit. So it's ripping from Vine and then it's adding longer form content and is also adding live streaming. Got it. Got it.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then they allow you to be a part of their content creator program. So you get paid to make videos and stuff like that. Your video has to be like longer than a minute. Kind of like how YouTube, you got to be longer than like 10 minutes most of the
Hmm.
time in order to like do monetization and stuff like that. So they just kind of break it up like that, and a lot of people, hey, they come off of it. I mean, hey,
Yeah, it's a
hopefully
come
they
up for
don't
sure.
ban it. Hopefully they don't ban it because we just found a new way to do our clips. Hopefully y'all are fucking with that, and they're gonna go on TikTok. So hopefully those things pop up before they ban TikTok.
Facts.
I
I
don't
do
think
not
this
need
thing
them
is
to do
gonna
that.
get banned. Like literally, like they try to ban so much shit, but like how can you? Like the whole point of somebody having a phone and the fact that we live in America means that we have self agency. So I could see if we're like in China and say like the US made TikTok and China's like, yeah, fuck no, you guys aren't using it. And then, word is law over there. But I don't
Hmm.
see them ever banning TikTok just off the fact that like, bro, there's so many other things that you can ban that you don't like. There's whole OnlyFans out here. Y'all haven't banned that. I mean, like, let's just keep
They,
it G real.
they
Like,
just double down.
I
yeah, I'm
mean,
like,
but you got to think about it. Like America, they kind of own that shit. So
that's
of
true.
course,
That's
of
true.
course they're gonna keep it. But I mean, like even with with TikTok and shit like that, as far as banning it, the way that I think that they would try to do it, it would be like kind of like VPN type shit.
Hmm.
And so like if you live in America, it just won't be accessible to you. But I mean, people get around that shit all the time anyways.
When you think about it, that's kind of like a tax almost, like a tax for you using the app. Because if like you use a VPN, like let's just assume that that VPN is owned by an American company. Now it's like you're almost paying to use this app, like
Right, and
indirectly.
that's right, and that's what I was saying before. I was like, it just seems like they want to get rid of it so that they can try to tax it, to make
Hmm.
people pay for it and shit, so they
Like,
can gain profit off of it. Because like at this point, like they don't really gain profit off of TikTok like that. Like people that do ads and shit like that with them, they more so get that revenue from there.
mhm.
But
Hmm.
um, I don't know, man. It's weird. It's also really strange too because like people and like they talk about how um it can be used to indoctrinate people and sway people's political views and things of that nature.
Mm.
But like people that are with like Joe Biden have been caught like paying people to like promote Joe Biden. So I don't really get why they're trying to ban something that they're also paying TikTokers to promote
I mean, we could take. I
Joe
mean, we could
Biden
take
for the
it.
election.
I mean, we could take it like this. The fact that TikTok is YouTube, it has all the information there if you go looking for it. YouTube has all like as far as the conspiracies, as far as information you probably don't need to know, it's all there, but people are lazy to actually find it if you actually find it. TikTok actually puts stuff in your face, and if you get any type of curious about it, they'll keep flooding that shit in your brain. And then you'll all the stuff you hear about what's going on in the world. When me and you were sending each other videos back and forth of like what's happening politically, or you'll keep me up to date on what's going on. It's a TikTok makes it, I feel like, way more accessible compared to the others, because YouTube, it's more of a long term. Twitter, it's there, but then half the time Twitter's getting flooded with sexual things. And then it's
Twitter
like
is the new Pornhub.
Twitter's a new porn hub. So then TikTok, you're literally getting your news, you're getting your entertainment, you're getting your whatever you need. Like
And
I like
also,
yeah.
if we're gonna be honest, low key, YouTube is slightly an echo chamber because you really the majority of the time only get videos that you of people that you subscribe to.
Yep.
That's true. I can
TikTok will
agree
put
with
people you
that.
don't even know.
Yeah.
And I
So
can say,
they'll put a lot of people you do know, and then they'll also put a lot of people you don't know, and that's based off of people doing like stitches to like if anybody's ever done a stitch to the person that you watch, then you'll start seeing some of like their content also. And so you kind of get like opposing views if people don't like agree with them and shit like that. So
no, I got you. So basically, TikTok is, in a nutshell, less suppressed than what you would consider YouTube to be. When it's like YouTube, you have to be very intentional on what you search. Like there'll be
Hmm.
fucking channels that, like you said, just aren't in the algorithm, or like shadow banned or whatever the fuck they want to call it. It's like you
Hmm.
have to go searching for this motherfucker. They're not just gonna like hold them up in the air and be like, "Hey, this is the motherfucker you should be watching." And generally, I feel like whenever they put those motherfuckers in my face, I'm like, I don't want to fucking watch them, bro. Like these niggas are trash, bro, or they're just like not for me. And I'm like, I like the fact that y'all said that TikTok doesn't necessarily do that. I don't know why fucking YouTube wants to do that. I guess is to a degree controlled by the American government, because I'm like, if TikTok is just throwing shit at you, and then
mm.
YouTube is more filtered and streamlining the shit that you hear to the point where it's an echo chamber. So I'm like, in y'all opinion, like which platform is like doing it right necessarily, or do y'all think like You know, they both just have their own separate lanes
I
to how
think
they're doing
YouTube is I think
things.
YouTube is more of a different beast. Like as far as when I go to my YouTube, it's specifically stuff that I want to watch. It's
Right?
specifically tailored to like, and then if I see suggestions, it's not it's not forcing me to click on it. With TikTok, it doesn't force you to click on it as well, but I feel like the average TikToker, and I'm only speaking from my experience, I stay on my For You page. I don't go to the people. I don't go through my followers list because I'm fit. That's filled with like my like personal friends, regular people like classmates that I used to be that I seen from either high school or college that I followed because we're just following each other. But as far as me just going down there, like going down content strictly with friends and regular stuff, I stay on my For You because I
Mm.
think I don't know what it is, but it I feel it's like for the average person, I feel like it's a lot more engaging and it makes you much more of a mindless scroller, which is the damage that TikTok can do to people. Is that you can like TikTok will you'll be scrolling on TikTok for hours if you fuck around.
Honestly, like you've been on TikTok for a while when you're scrolling and then you randomly run into that one chick that's like, "Are you still scrolling on
Yes,
TikTok?"
you'll literally get a warning. You'll literally get a warning. They'll tell
It-
you, hey, like remember on the Wii? Remember we used to
yeah,
play the Wii and they'll be like, hey, maybe you should take a break, and you'd be like, bro, I just did 10 matches of boxing. Calm down. I
Oh
need 10
yeah,
more.
you know what they did used to do that in the Wii Sports. I forgot about that shit, man.
yeah. They slick do the same thing on TikTok. It's this one black lady. She's like, "Are you still scrolling on TikTok?
Are you still
You might want
scrolling?
to hop off today."
Bro, that's
It's
lit.
literally that like that it's almost equivalent to like that chick that's like, "Are you really watching porn alone?"
What the
It makes you feel the same way. I'm like, I mean, am I
what
supposed
the
to be watching with other people?
Am
that
I supposed
must be yo, that must be like really fucking like weird, bro. Like you just sitting there for 25, 30 minutes and they're like, are you still scrolling? Like I would feel some type of way if like some random app just came and sent some type of AI or some pre-recorded lady to tell me to stop scrolling. I'm like,
But
it's letting you know,
honestly,
it's letting you know
but when
that
you
they
think
care.
of, but I don't know if Ro has experienced it, but honestly, when you really think about it too, it normally comes up whenever it's nighttime for you
Hmm.
mhm.
and it's close to like getting a little bit late, and then that's when pops up. She's like,
Yep.
"Hey, you might want to get some sleep, buddy."
Yep. It's like, all right, cool, bro. It's like I see that you woke up at like 3 o'clock in the morning and you started scrolling through TikTok and now it's like it's about to hit 5. You've been up a little while. You didn't go back to sleep.
So
Yeah.
nobody's like looking at that as like, are you monitoring me? Like, have you been watching
Oh
what I've
no,
been
no,
watching this
you
whole
definitely
time?
do it, but it's like one of them situations
I
where
mean, but all
you're
all
so in
sites
too
monitor
deep.
you too.
You're so in too deep that stuff like that, you're like, it's gonna happen regardless. It's
That
like
is
Yeah.
they've been monitoring us. It ain't
yeah.
Yeah,
nothing.
I mean, they've been monitoring us since like before TikTok was ever even made. So
Facts.
it's not like it's a new thing, you know. You just hear
Mhm.
the chick and she's like, "Hey," and then sometimes I'm just like, "Hey, don't fucking tell me what to do," and then I just skip it. But I will say, like, with YouTube, the biggest difference between YouTube and TikTok, like TikTok, well, with YouTube, I'll start with that first. With YouTube, you only really get like Rose said, you only really get introduced to the stuff that you follow, right?
Yeah.
And then like you slightly get some of the other stuff, and that will kind of be like in the suggested videos, but it won't really be on like your page when you like first log into YouTube like that.
Hmm.
But for
Mhm.
TikTok, right? TikTok, it because of the fact that all of the videos play because you scroll through them, it has a higher chance of you finding other things that go like maybe opposing to your view or stuff that you've never really like considered or thought about. Like because it does kind of like YouTube Shorts, basically.
Mhm.
It's kind of like that.
And then also think about the fact that when you are going through your comments, like say for instance, you see a controversial video, you like, damn, that's like I don't agree with this at all. But now you find yourself scrolling through the comment section just to see if anybody else agrees with you. Now at that point, you see that they have a little suggestion link of what you're thinking or maybe what you're talking about or more insight into the conversation. So now you clicked on that. Now that's a part of your algorithm. Now you're seeing more of those videos pop up, or your friends and your homie done sent you a video. Now you seeing that it's like the same thing when you in a group chat and somebody sent and that one nigga sent ass, and next thing you know, why I got ass going down my timeline.
The straight
Yeah.
cheeks going all the way down. Fuck though, bro.
Plus,
You gotta sit there and clean the algorithm. You gotta sit there and look at others like, all right, cool. Let me go look at some fucking Crayola crayons.
Like
yeah.
let
Plus,
me
it's a lot easier to like that. It's a lot easier to share your videos with your friends and things like that.
Oh yeah.
And technically, the monetization process is a lot easier too. I looked at it.
People be getting paid off that stuff after a certain amount. That's why you see all these random folks just on like people like especially we're talking about the OnlyFans chicks hopping on live. It's just not even just them. It'd be everybody hopping on live. Everybody just on there. Ooh, thank you for the flowers. Ooh, thank you for so and so so and so. Appreciate that. Whatever. Now they competing like, yeah, get these likes up, so and so and so. I'm like everybody a goddamn influencer.
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean, yeah.
like, damn.
But honestly, it's kind of cool too because
Hmm.
like there are some people that I watch that are like really cool people. They go live almost every day, and like it's kind of cool because some of them because you donate and stuff like that. They're like I can now do like TikTok and shit full time because like
Hmm.
you guys support me and shit like that, and that's kind of wholesome, honestly. Especially
It's
when it's
crazy to
like
see
a
those come up
yeah.
stories.
Yeah. So, like they because I'll just be chilling in like what I was saying before, when I was talking about the Kira Toriyama stuff. Um, this guy, shout out to him, Hood Rants. He's cool. He talks about anime and different shit like that. And it's always chilling there. So
Hmm.
he now kind of does a TikTok like a full-time thing, and that's good for him.
It does put you in a position to where wherever your audience is, you can find it.
Mhm.
You can
They
find an
they
audience
definitely
that'll
have
be for
really good
whatever.
communities.
Mhm. There is
Cool.
a dark side though, so I do understand. I understand when people are like a little like abrasive, and then I remember I was very abrasive in the beginning because it was a lot of weirdos on TikTok. I saw those little commercials they used to drop, and it would always be like the most cringe commercials of some
Oh
dude
yeah.
of some person dancing or somebody who looks like a furry dancing, and I'll be like, what is happening? I don't like
Yeah,
this.
they definitely have a lot of furries on there, but honestly, now
Oh,
that that's not a part of my For
the
You, that
furries found a new home on TikTok. They left Tumblr. They,
like because like it has like there's a lot of cringe that's on TikTok, but at the same time,
It will find you if
be
you're there.
yeah, like if
It
you're
will
not if
only
it's not
get
a
you there.
if not there's that shit's not on my For You. The only time I'll ever see it is if I search something,
Yep. It'll
and then I'll
probably
see it.
pop up after we've talked about it now.
Hopefully,
It'll pop
yeah,
up.
I already
let's hope
I already
not,
saw
bro.
some. I saw something cringe earlier, and I don't want to see anything.
But yeah,
But
all in all, it's one of those tread lightly apps. It's like you need to like be consciously aware of what that you're using the app that does carry a lot of power, a lot of influence, and it can pull you in if you let it. So sometimes I know for me I have to take breaks. I'm like, all right, this is I've been scrolling way too long. This is going
Okay,
way too long.
so in to a certain degree, is TikTok a lot of the content you see on there? Is it like very similar to YouTube Shorts? Because the way I was just explaining this, it
Mhm.
just makes me feel a lot like when I'm just scrolling through YouTube Shorts, and I'm just like, I just keep scrolling. I don't notice how long I'm just scrolling, and I'm just seeing all this fucking short form content.
Yep.
sometimes, I mean, but a lot of times, like YouTube Shorts, it's not like they'll just show clips of like other random shit. But there's more often than not, you'll see like people doing like skits or something like that if that's a part of your stuff.
Yeah, I see a lot of skits, mainly
Hmm.
like a lot of relationship skits. It used to be a lot of fucking red pill shit for some reason, and then it just kind of
Well,
like
you'll get
went
that shit
away.
too.
Oh yeah, you get that too.
And I mean, mainly right now, I'm getting like the skits. For some reason, I'm getting a whole bunch of fucking North Sea giant ships for some reason, and people just doing fisherman shit. I don't know fucking why.
Is they doing that with
Uh,
that one song that be like that?
yeah, the
Yep.
road. I guess I'm getting, and then like I'm also getting what was it? I don't know if y'all seen that weird ass nigga that's just like fucking does like he like takes a katana, he like slices a BB in half or some shit like that.
Oh, he's
I
about
don't
the
know if
black
y'all see
dude.
this. Yes, the black dude with the
Yep.
dreads. They're like kind of up. I'm
Yeah.
seeing him do karate and shit like that. And
Yep.
then,
He's on TikTok too.
damn, what else? I think
Uh,
that's about it. And then maybe like some animal shit. Like I get this prairie dog named Poppy. I fucking love that thing. I don't know why, bro. That thing is cute as fuck. But yeah, I get that type of shit.
it's you'll notice at a certain point that all of it starts blending in because low key I was going through Instagram reels and I've never just scrolled through Instagram reels like that. I was seeing the same. I was getting caught. I was like, all right now. I said it's doing the
I
same. I said it's doing the same thing.
I scroll
I
through
guess
Instagram
because it's
reels.
almost like a little piece of candy or like a Skittle or some shit. You just keep popping them shits in. You don't realize that you ate fucking 45 Skittles, and then
It's
maybe you
honestly
should
be
put the bag down.
it's honestly because the human attention span is so fucking low that the videos are a little bit within the range of the human attention span, and it just kind of like because the video ends and you go to the next one, it captures you again because it's also short, you know.
I think that's why I was like having the live streams in between the actual videos works because then it's like, all right, cool. I can stay here for a little bit and then just scroll up on to the next one,
Yeah.
Mm.
on to the next one, and then you can just it just keeps on going a cycle like that. But as far as I was like, as far as streaming, I was like, I can go ahead and segue into the last one since we got like good 7 minutes, and this
All right.
go ahead and touch on it real quick. So I don't know if y'all know, but I know well, I know Derek knows, I don't know if you know, but they're streaming this on Netflix. I didn't know if Netflix was gonna do something like that, but they're streaming it's Mike Tyson
Jake
versus
Paul.
Jake Paul.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Fucking, I always get fucking confused between which one is Jake and which one is fucking Logan. But like, I didn't know there was gonna be a whole Netflix thing. Like, holy
Hmm.
shit!
Yeah, they
Yeah, I
made.
mean, the easiest way to like separate it kind of is like Logan Paul think more of like WWE and like Jake Paul more so does boxing.
Hmm.
Okay,
Because Logan went against Floyd. Logan went against
okay.
Floyd,
No, I
and
remember that one.
Jake is the younger brother.
Yeah, both weird niggas, but
They're both little weirdos, but you know how
yeah.
that
I mean,
goes.
uh, also, easy way to put it, Jake Paul only fights people that are old, retired, or don't do boxing,
That's what
and
it sounded like.
and Logan Paul, he actually will fight mostly whoever. He doesn't really choose based off of like that metric.
We're
But
in a different era, bro. And we're in a different, I had this conversation with a coworker and I was asking like, I was like, does Jake Paul or like, I was like, does Jake Paul even have a record within like the actual like boxing community other than like these
he
matches
does.
he's put together?
The all of those are
But I'm talking
undeniable.
about as far as him ranking in like the in actual like
He
divisions.
would
I
he would have
don't,
to have more. He would have to have more fights, but all of them are ranked. Like he has an actual number, and it goes
Okay.
on his actual shit.
and I would say more importantly, is beating up the elderly worth it? Like,
Um,
let's just keep it real. You want to fight Mike Tyson, Mike motherfucking Tyson.
Mike Tyson.
I'm not gonna lie. Mike Tyson still got a lot of power, bro.
A lot of
He has the old man strength. I
he
agree.
Because
does have
your
grown man
strength
strength.
your strength like as far as like human beings like your strength is the very last thing to go, right? So he still retains primarily the majority of his strength. The only thing that he loses is like stamina, durability,
You know,
and stuff like that.
I didn't know that was the last thing you lose. Need to do some more push-ups now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's why they tell you like when you're like younger and shit, like you should exercise and keep your body healthy and stuff like that because your strength is like the very last thing to really go. Because like you
Hmm.
can be old and super strong, but you can be old and super strong, but not be able to take a hit because your bones and shit, or whatever.
exactly. That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, his bones must be like fucking peanut brittle by now. I'm like, he's probably
I mean,
strong enough to lift shit, but like,
if you've seen the way that because like he's been training way before Jake Paul ever said anything. He'd been
Hmm.
training. So if you see like his training videos, this nigga
Bro,
be
moving.
damn. He not only does he be moving, but he all damn near be knocking his coach out the the nigga that's spotting him and shit.
I don't know why when you said that I thought about Uncle Ira when he was in the Fire Nation prison, just
Damn
fucking getting
near.
bumped as
Basically,
fuck.
Like
basically.
if you want to do a side by side comparison, that is pretty much what you're seeing.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Well, damn. You know what? It might actually be a good fight
Like
then. I
I
might
actually
want to
hope
fucking
it is
tune
a good
in.
fight. I hope it's not one of those like I don't know if it's gonna be an exhibition where they have the headgear on, but I don't know if
They're
I don't
not.
know. They're not okay.
He he doesn't do that shit anymore. After he did his first fight or whatever, he actually is a pro boxer. So like all that shit he can,
No, I was
you
talking
know,
about for Mike since he was older. I didn't know if they were gonna
it.
pull that rule and
I
be like,
mean,
nah, we don't want
they
you.
didn't do that. They didn't do that like a few years ago when Mike fought. What's his name again?
But that both of them are old.
It
So
doesn't
they
matter
fought
if both of them are old. Like an old nigga can still get knocked the fuck out and hurt. You know, like you fall, you get hit in the head or you fall. It doesn't matter if you're fighting somebody else that's also
it's a
old.
wrap.
That's all I'm thinking of is he just gets
I,
cracked in the back of the head.
I
It's
see
like
old
Just
niggas.
goes
I see old niggas fight other old niggas and fucking lose their life.
Yeah, remember what happened to Stink Meaner? Like in Granddad, he
I
definitely
mean, he
Yeah,
lost his
did.
fucking life.
He
yeah.
definitely
I
lost
mean,
his
hey,
life.
like that shit real, bro.
He was out of
So
there.
it don't
I
until
mean,
he
that
went
nigga
to
was
hell and came
blind
back.
though.
I don't know.
Oh
I
yeah,
know. I feel
that's
like one
true.
good hit. I feel like one good hit from Mike gonna throw him for a loop, boy.
I feel like because like the issue that I also have with Jake Paul is like it's the stigma of it doesn't matter if he loses or not, right? Because he has the everybody views him as a YouTube boxer, right? They don't
hmm
really view him as a pro boxer, even though he is one. But
hmm
if he wins, the people that he wins against, he's like, okay, I won against this person, but this person isn't a boxer, right? Or this
hmm
person is in the UFC, or they're retired, or they don't fight anymore, right? So like it's just weird because like he beat Anderson Silva, so like, but Anderson Silva doesn't do
Yeah, it's like
boxing,
they everything
it,
he's
it
done has had some type of handicap.
right, and then like if he loses, I mean, it doesn't matter if he loses, right? Because for instance, right, he fought Anderson Silva, so if he loses, everybody expects that because it's Anderson Silva.
hmm
But when he loses, everybody's like, well, of course Anderson Silva lost because he's not a boxer, you know. So it's
hmm
kind of weird because it doesn't really allow him to really be like, you know, for people to actually think that he's good, you know. Because if you see him
So
actually train and stuff like that, like he has fairly good technique. Like he has better technique now than he did, but that's just in training. A lot of times
so
when you see him fight or whatever, like he kind of looks a little sloppy, but it is what it is. But like if he beats Mike Tyson, right? Everybody's gonna say Mike Tyson is old, so of course you won. But if he loses to Mike Tyson, everyone's like, obviously it's Mike Tyson. Of course you lost.
of
So
course
I
you
mean,
lost.
it doesn't really go well for him regardless.
Oh, I think we might end up cutting out, but we have less than a minute left.
That's fine.
That's fine.
But yeah, I mean, it'll be on Netflix. I don't know if they're gonna make people pay for it or not. They better fucking not because I'm already paying for Netflix.
Right, like if they do a
They'll
pay
probably
per view for
they'll probably
Netflix,
have
that's
you upgrade
crazy.
your membership, honestly.
Mike Tyson is the greatest boxer of all time. I don't care about what you have to say or if you want to argue it. It doesn't matter about your opinion because I'm right.
We appreciate y'all stopping through for another installment of Down with the Get Down. Um, Preston, we appreciate you as always, man, sticking with us, rocking with us for the past 3 episodes. If you guys have made it this far, go ahead and leave a comment description below. We'll make sure we put Preston's any information he wants you guys to follow, because very particular, want to make sure that wherever you do follow him, he wants you to follow him there.
I'm gonna be honest with you, y'all. I'm not a big person on the social medias. I will be soon. Like Derek said, once I get this rig going and I get this Twitch going, because right now I don't. I feel bad if I give you the content with me having no commentary, but I am actually actively recording my gameplay every day.
There we
So
go.
that's just one thing. But if you want to follow me, follow down with the get down. Like I'm just gonna be honest with you. That's where you're gonna find me sometimes, every other time I get a chance to come up here. But yeah, this gives me something to watch back on when I go to work. So hey,
There
shit,
we go. There we go,
great
man. Well, we
content.
Hey,
appreciate you. And when that stuff does drop, just know we got you. We're gonna make sure we promote you, put you out there, And then as far as putting, and then we'll go back and drop those links for people to come get you. But hey,
Mhm.
if you guys have any comments, what you about to say, Derek? So you about to say something?
No, no, you good. Go ahead.
Okay, for sure. But yeah, leave a comment section below if you guys have any topics you want us to discuss, any things you want us to get into, and then give us your takes on what you feel about TikTok. Give us your takes on how you feel about social media and riding our brain in general, and where it's gonna go. Also give your take on who you think gonna win versus Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul. I feel like Mike gonna take it, but at the same time, I feel like this fight gonna be a little watered down off the strength of the age gap. I think it might be a little lackluster that's gonna hype it up for the money value, but we just hey, we gonna see. We gonna put that down, leave it where it is. So we appreciate y'all sliding. Go ahead and like, share.
And if you're down with it, get down.